Welcome back to The Journey, a podcast where all walks of life intersect and lead to the kingdom.
Looking in my refrigerator because it just went out and it's bare. But God, I thank you in the midst of it because me and my daughter, we're not starving. I thank you in the midst of it that I still have a job to go through, like I still have that paycheck coming in, 2 weeks. God, I still thank you that in the midst of this, we still have our health, we still have our strength. God, we're not at the worst of the worst. We're not out on the street. God, we're not under a bridge. We still got clothes on our back. We still got shoes on our feet. So it's a mindset. God, I still thank you for being God because regardless, you're in control. God, regardless, you are sovereign. You're going to see us through. It won't always be like this. So I think it's a mindset that finally, when it does happen to reconcile that, God, I thank you because I knew you was going to work it out. So instead of being in shock, we can be in praise. Instead of being in shock, we can be in worship.
Okay. I think you said this word like 10 times. You said that word about 10 times.
What?
I thank you. And I think a lot of times we forget to say that, and we forget that I think Danielle said something about check your mind or something like that. But it's hard to check your mind when you're just grateful for where you were. I think, it's hard to check your mind. You're just grateful for where you are in life. But when you do get further in life, you're still grateful for this because that's what got you there. So I think, like, I was in a meeting at work and everybody went around and said, their name and yada, 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 and what they're getting ready to do for holidays and all that. So they got to me and they're like, I said, I'm just thankful and grateful. And everybody, it was just a moment of silence. Because I think we forget. You can't have that turkey and that ham and that mac and cheese unless you're thankful for what you already have. This job in order to buy that. Your life, your health, all that what you just wrote down. I think we forget those words, thankful and grateful. Yes. I think, and when you humble yourself on that, it's really hard to look forward because you're thankful for where you started at. A lot of times we hear, starting from the bottom, now I'm at the top. I mean, right here. That's real for some people. 10 toes down, that's real for some people. And so when you do finally get that $1 million check, you don't know how to act because you ain't never been there. You're just grateful for the time when you had $10.
Right.
So I think that thankful, which you expounded on very well, it is very important in this season of achieving where you're trying to get to. Just being thankful and grateful, no matter what. We all want to be rich and famous and have all the money. But I'm thankful for this season that I learned how to fight. Because if I didn't know how to fight, it's like when kids growing up, when their parents hand them everything in life, and they got to get out there and learn how to make top ramen and they don't know how. They never learned how to fight. They was handed everything. We not handed everything. We learning how to run this race. And that's the thing. We can't really get to that point where we're like, oh my God, it's me. It's me. I can't believe I'm this far because we're just so grateful from where we started. So that thankful is I think, truly a serious phrase you have to keep in your mind. I'm just thankful and I'm grateful for this, God. So that's kind of big. That's a big word.
I like that. That was good. Because when you get it, that just being thankful. And I think sometimes when we do get it or when it happens, and like you said, it's hard to celebrate yourself. Like for myself, personally, when certain milestones came and I was like, I don't want nobody to feel like I'm better, or I was throwing shade on myself. I didn't want to be thankful, I guess, or happy or whatever the case may be. I'm grateful. I just want to be humble or whatever. And it took for, I think, First Lady to tell me, she was like, you be happy, you celebrate for what God has brought you out of, or where you are. It's okay. No matter what they say, what they think. God did that, you know, like you were in it. God broke you from that, so it's okay. But you know, sometimes when you get blessed and like you stay in this mode of, okay, you know, like you said, you feel stuck back in that spot and you don't want to be me. I didn't want to be all happy, which is weird. I didn't want to be happy for where I'm at. Like, God, I thank you. I'm thankful, I'm grateful, whatever. But I just kind of wanted to put it on, keep it on the hush hush. On the hush hush? Yeah. Why? Because if you're so grateful and you're thankful, I yell it on the mountaintop, right? As soon as you get it, I'm just going to stand down here in the valley low and say, God, thank you. No, I think we should be happy and embrace, and you can call it whatever. When God does it for me again, they're going to be like hating, shouting, running around the church. I'm going to do that. Feel how you want to feel. I don't care if you knew I was outside homeless. I'm going to shout in your face, in that person's face, just to show God, like, I appreciate what you've done. Show an appreciation for what you've done, for showing you that I am thankful and grateful.
That's good. So it sounds like what Precious is saying is that imposter syndrome. Like, and I think that happens a lot in the African American community, but also amongst women. And I know, like with our first episode, we talked about like selling ourselves short and whatnot. That goes back to that imposter syndrome, like feeling like the person who's receiving it, you don't deserve to celebrate what's happening. But one of the things I'm learning is to literally live in the moment. Like, live in the moment. And one of the ways we can do that is when things are happening, is to literally like kind of close your eyes, hear the sounds, feel whatever is going on around you, and think, Lord, this is happening to me, and going back to, and God, I thank you. This is happening for me, and God, I thank you. This is my reality. This is my life. You know what I'm saying? This is so good. No, it is. It's really good.
It just allows us to sit back and think, and I think, you know, it's important to think. Just sit back and think. It's like, sometimes you need those moments.
So just to close us out, we're all, again, on this journey, right? And we know we're not the only ones that have ever felt like, God, this is too good to be true. So, because there's someone on the other side of this camera who may have felt like that, we all want to encourage you to embrace the moment when it happens, to trust the process that God is taking you through, and to know that wherever the love of God has you right now, it's literally going to take you through. And because we love you and we consider you family, we want you on this journey with us. And we don't want you to let your friends or your family be on the journey by themselves. We have a saying here, friends don't let friends travel alone. So make sure you know, bring the family in, share, like, subscribe, follow, all that good jazz. Because we want to hear from you, we want to encourage you, we want to love on you, however God gives us, right? And so make sure y'all also comment, okay? Because we want to know how y'all feeling. Until next time, we love you and be blessed. Bye.
Bye.